セガサターンシロ
Welcome everyone to a brand new Spooky SHIRO show. Spooky show, if you will. Welcome everybody. I am
What is up, Happy?
Happy everything.
Happy.
Joy.
Happy day before. Well, I don't know. For everybody watching this, it is Halloween, but
it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. Got my costume on. You guys can see my tattoos a lot easier now. They're breaking through my shirt. I am Trinoko. We got Saturn Dave here and Danthrax. So we got the full gamut of hosts tonight. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I am excited. We got this spooky set. I sort of
I like it.
Spooked out a little bit. The set color change was easy. I just literally went to Photoshop. I went to the studio lights and I changed them orange and red. But if I were to go into Photoshop, I would just change the hue to an orange color.
So much work.
It was.
But you didn't do that in Photoshop.
You had a little pumpkin guy up here too, though.
Yeah, that's Pump from Bomberman. I thought I had a little Saturn flair to our Halloween extravaganza.
I like it.
Pump.
Little Pump. Yep.
No,
little Pump. I like it.
So nice. I like it, Pat. Lots of personality.
Thank you.
And you got a pumpkin behind Dan too.
Yeah, it's
like
true.
Like a gnarly
on the
pumpkin.
couch over here.
Yeah, that's the one that's going on the carvings. We're gonna be doing some carvings after the show.
That's right.
Carve that up.
Nice. Can't wait.
I like your little hat, Dan.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't have any Halloween costumes because I don't cosplay or go trick or treating or go to Halloween. I haven't been to a Halloween party since I was like 25 or something. So yeah, we got like a little headband with a bunch of spooky jack-o'-lanterns that light up on it. I liked it. It was like $4 at Walgreens. So it has various settings. I can change it to this, and then they're like that. Or I can hit the button and then they're like that. So
I kind of like the one where it's randomly doing it, but I think that I like that one.
Yeah.
Like that
this
setting.
one's less distracting.
Yeah.
That one's a little more interesting. Oh, I like that. That's cool.
That one's kind of cool. Little.
That's cool.
I'll leave it on this for a while. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, we'll see.
Oh, it's just going random. That's good. Yeah, just leave it on that.
There you go. Keep it random. I
All
like
sorts of stuff.
But yeah, people are watching right now. It is Patreon only right now for the live show. We're going to put this live on YouTube. It said as a premiere
tomorrow.
For tomorrow or Friday, or right now if you're looking on Friday. So regular time. We decided that Halloween's going to be coming up, and we all have Halloween stuff. So we do it a little bit earlier this year.
Yeah, not just us with Halloween plans, but like a lot of the viewers have Halloween plans too. So we're like, all right, so not that many people are gonna be able to like watch the show live on Friday. What are we gonna do? And so we decided to have it to record a day early. And since we're doing a video early, then it makes sense to make it a Patreon exclusive for the live version of the show. It also is kind of like
all our mistakes.
Apology for it's kind
if
of
I was watching anything, it would be the World Series. But I'm gonna be taking my kids trick or treating tomorrow, so I'm gonna be like.
Just put it on your phone, Dave. Put it in like your pocket.
Yeah.
But like, trick or treat. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, that was one of the best memories when I was a kid. Was like going trick or treating, and I mean it wouldn't happen very often where it would go to 6 or 7 games. But I'd knock on the door and like there would be like an eruption of laughter from inside and a bunch of people drinking beer and having Doritos and stuff. And I'm like 9 years old thinking like, I want to do what they're doing. They look like they're having more fun than I am, for the World Series. But yeah, no, I'm taking my kids trick or treating. Good thing about it is though, we're going to the other neighborhood, like on the other side of Zion. The neighborhood that has a golf cart that drives around giving out free beer and shots.
Oh, nice.
Wow, what?
Yeah, there's like several houses that do stuff for the adults. Like they have a big spread with like pulled pork sandwiches and pizza and chili and like adult mac and cheese, all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. There's this one lady, she just does like cakes, cheesecake, pie, cupcakes. So it's like the adults can get something while the kids fill up on candy. So yeah,
Fair
I'm
enough.
excited.
Get some substantial, some beer and some
Nice.
sliders in you.
Yep, basically. Yeah, and the golf cart just drives around all night, so it's like they're just stacked. They've got like so much
Wow.
stuff. Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
It's illegal.
I never heard
but-
anything like that.
but
Oh
they
yeah.
don't-
It's
still-
Halloween.
Are they
It's
hurting anyone?
Halloween.
But it's dark outside. Nobody knows.
Just give
Nobody
beer to
knows.
everybody.
Yeah,
No
it's
one
just a
ever knows.
Halloween
No.
Halloween fun. I mean, you can't really.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the cops going to be cracking down on some Halloween fun, unless it's
Yeah.
like
You'd hope
breaking
not.
stuff. But yeah.
Anyway, shouts to Pudgy Bunny, Shadow. We got Shadow Mask, Pudgy Bunny. Who else? We got Slow Coin
Hawden,
Double Dime is
Random.
here. Captain Hawden.
Mm.
Yeah, David Zaney.
Low
Raiden.
Coin.
Who else? That's it. Actually, it's a small group. 8 people
Yep.
on this.
Well, thank you for
on this
joining us.
Early live stream. Yeah, thanks
Honestly,
for
that's
joining.
more than I
Thanks,
expected.
everybody.
But I'm happy we got 8 Patreons
You thought we would
watching.
just be recording to ourselves?
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm glad the patrons are all in here chatting, hanging out, having some drinks.
Mhm.
You
I
guys
am
doing a party? You going to a party tomorrow, or going? What are you doing?
We're
I'm
gonna be
having-
giving out candy at our house
Handing
for
out
the first
candy.
time
World
in
Series?
like 6 years. So I mean, no. What we actually like to do is we put like like 12 hours of spooky music type of channel on YouTube
Nice.
on our TV. So we've got just like thematic music going while we're Although what we should do is use your Saturn spooky music playlist that
You should,
that
yeah.
you did a few years
Oh,
ago.
you could. You could.
Yeah, I posted on social media earlier today with
Oh.
all the SHIRO accounts, so that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
I mean, a lot
Oh,
of it
sounds
is
fun.
still like game music, so
Yeah,
it's like so some of it is not as easy listening as but it's a cool list, and actually doing that made me realize just how many like spooky games there are on the Saturn.
there are
and
a
good
lot.
spooky music.
Yeah.
I should do that
what
for
are
the
you doing,
Resident Evil
Pat?
2 soundtrack. Right now I'm actually dressed in my Halloween costume. Got my Shohoku basketball jersey. Got the pants.
Slam dunk.
Slam dunk.
It's really cool.
Nice.
Slam Dunka, got that going. I'm gonna be wearing that for a Halloween costume. A couple friends are coming over and watch some Halloween movies. I think we're gonna watch Scary
Nice.
Movie 3.
Okay.
So we're just gonna do that and hand out candy. Hopefully kids come. This is the first time in the neighborhood, so I don't know if we're gonna get kids or not. So we're gonna put up pumpkins and have lights on. So hopefully hopefully people knock and get some candy. We got like a small bag of 50. So worst case we just all snack on it. And,
Just put a little
Eat some of it.
sign out front that says "Get on my lawn."
yeah, get on my level, get on my lawn.
hmm
Yeah, so
just
hopefully yeah.
yeah.
I just hope the kids come. I don't know if our neighborhood, there's been a lot less kids because we have this thing called a Halloween town. So this one neighborhood
Oh,
down the block
go to
had
that.
like a huge Halloween celebration, which is really cool. I like going to it. I've only been there a couple times, but because we usually sit at home, eat pizza, watch cartoons, or sorry, not cartoons, horror movies. But unfortunately, my uncle's kids are like too big for Halloween now, so it's like I don't think they really come over
Right.
much. Usually to do their own thing. So
Yeah.
usually we just go over, watch horror movies. So gonna try to do something little here, get some food, hang out, watch some scary movie, hang out some candy. I usually like playing horror games too. I started Resident
Sounds like
Evil 1
fun.
again on GameCube.
Oh, nice.
But I actually had a horror situation of my own the other week.
Oh.
So on Sunday, me and my friends decided to play a PC game for the first time. And since I moved, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll play some Helldivers 2 and chill out. I launched it. As soon as I got into the ship, my computer, not the game, my computer instantly crashed, like complete frozen. I was like,
Jeez.
that's not good. I was like, okay, maybe it's just a glitch. It's Helldivers. So I shut it all down, started it back up again, and turned on my computer, did the same exact thing, crashed my entire PC. I'm like, what is going on? So I tried to update the driver, and I noticed something in my PC because I have like LED like fans on my computer. I noticed some of them were not turning, and then
So it
I
was
looked
overheating.
yes, I looked in the back of it, and it was 3 fans, two of the RGB fans crapped out on me, and the rear fan that's
wow.
supposed to vent all the heat out of the computer also stopped working. So like my GPU is reaching 90 degrees and crashing on me. So, or
Jeez.
sorry, my CPU. So I had to get new
Yeah.
fans. So The funniest thing is the only fans that died with RGB fans, the Noctua fans remained steadfast and worked. I got some. I took out those crappy RGB lights and got some Noctua fans. So yeah, this fan fan died on me. So thank you, MSI. Your fans suck ass. So thank you for doing that. But yeah, no, I got some Noctua fans, the real man's fans, and got those in there, and no overheating. And honestly, I think I'm suspicious. I think maybe that was the reason why I was having the graphical, this audio glitch when I was recording the podcast with Panda. I think maybe it was like overheating from the GPU being used up.
Oh.
So I think that's why I got all those little artifacting things. So I think that might be one of the reasons why. So that was a great horror situation. So that was my pickup, is more fans for my computer so it didn't overheat. So we're good to go
that's good.
on that. No overheating left. So
good.
Very happy.
Glad you fixed that.
Yep, seeing Noctua again. Yeah, well, that's the only fans I trust anymore. We have Robopat. Robopat might be dead now, but we'll see. I think I fixed it. I thought for a while it was like my new, because I have a wireless setup where I connect my AirPods to the my audio thing, so I can my mixer, so I can wear it and can walk around the house. But apparently it wasn't. It was the computer overheating. So lesson learned: check your computer fans, boys, because it might be not working very well, especially if you have MSI fans. But you have Noctua fans, don't even worry about it. Don't even think. Your brain doesn't need to think when you have Noctua fans, because they always work. Because Noctua actually make good fans. Yeah, maybe not. They might not have RGB on them, but they work. What would you rather have? Fancy colors or a computer that doesn't overheat? I can answer that question easily. It's the not overheating PC one. So get some sense into you.
Do you have a Noctua in your Dreamcast?
I don't, but I need to add that.
You can.
I'm slacking.
Yeah.
I need that in my GameCube
that
too.
Can fit in your Dreamcast.
I have it in my PVM. Or so the BBM has a Noctua fan.
We were going to end the show on time, but then we went on a rant on Noctua fan. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
No, we're good. We're good. Just get Noctua fans.
We do have an exciting announcement to make at the start of our community news section. Isn't that right, Pat?
Yep. Let me get the community music playing first.
Cool.
Music. So we get that little jingle. Alrighty, should we show off the video?
Yeah, we have a special presentation for you all. So sit back and watch.
Let's do it. That looks awesome.
Yes, there you go. Virtua Racing is going to be our
guys.
community challenge for November, for next month.
It's going to be exciting. I am exceedingly pumped.
Yeah, now this game,
the video.
Random did everything for this. This is Random's baby. As everyone in the community knows, Virtual Racing is Random's favorite game of all time.
Of all time.
So he's been advocating for months to have a community challenge for Virtual Racing. So finally we're like, all right, let's do it for November. So he came up with the categories here. He came up with the video. He put together. Of course, he made the music for the video too. So yeah, it's
which is
he's very excited.
It's very close. It does a very good job emulating the style and sound of the original. But for folks who don't know, like the soundtrack in VR Time Warner's Virtual Racing is great. Like they re-record all the music with instruments and stuff like that. But then you only get like tiny little bite-sized clips of it. So his actually seeks to take all that and stitch it together in an actual song, like a long song. I really appreciated that. I was like, oh, nice. And he's even got some of his own little character in there too. But it's really cool. So for folks that just watched that video and thought it was the real music, no, that was Random's like reimagining of it, and it was really good.
Drain said,
"I'm looking forward to it."
Looking forward to it.
I think Random might. I don't know. He plays this game a lot. He might take the competition, but if he's able to participate. But I mean, there's a lot of folks that are really into this game, so I think it should be pretty competitive. Maybe Sega Steve, who's also really into racing games, and I think
there's a lot of racing fans in our Discord.
Yeah, lots of racing fans in the Discord, so it should be fun.
All right, did you want to run through the information?
Yeah, the categories,
rules. Go for it.
Okay, then we got some rules. So I guess first we have to introduce that there's gonna be 4 categories in the month-long challenge. Plus 4 weekly fast laps for a total of 8 magnet prizes, which are all designed by Random and manufactured by Ziden. So there will also be a special T-shirt for the winner of the Season to Remember, which is the lowest combined total of our 10 GP tracks. So we have to go through the rules, which the first one's no cheating, which
worse.
Oh duh. NTSC version needs to be on 60 Hz Sega Saturn hardware only. So if you're European, get on those 60 Hz mods going. And so to submit your score, you need to post your game over or leaderboard photos on the SHIRO Community Challenge Discord server, or complete the form. You can view everybody's times on the spreadsheet listed here, and links to both the form and the spreadsheets will also be pinned to the Discord channel. And the videos and online submissions to speedrun.com are encouraged. So I kind of like a lot of that, where a lot of people are doing some speedrun. And I think we had some people that actually got world records from actually submitted to speedrunning.com for some of our games. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like kind of reminds me of Initial D. I think I said it before, like the getting all the record challenges. We're like taking speedrun by storm.
Nice.
All right, so all month long, Arcade Racer, which is the fastest total time in all 3 arcade mode tracks. Season to Remember, fastest total time for all 10 tracks in GP mode with any car except the F2000. Isn't that the special
200.
unlockable car or whatever? The broken one or whatever?
Yeah, because then that comes up with the next category here. Pathway to number 6.
Pathway number 6, first person to unlock the F200 supercar legitimately, requiring completing GP mode with all 5 cars. Ace Driver, so fastest time on Bay Bridge in practice mode. Ace difficulty, 10 lap. Grand Prix drones with any car, including the F200. Good luck. And then videos are encouraged, please.
Yep.
And then the weekly fast lap challenges. Lap 1 is going to be November 1st through the 7th, which is going to be Surfer Speedway Road Go-Kart. Lap 2 is going to be November 8th through 14th. It's going to be Diablo Canyon with the Coupe. And then lap 3, November 15th to the 21st on Metropolis with the F-160. And the final lap is going to be November 22nd to the 30th, Pacific Coast with the Proto, which hopefully you guys can sneak away from your family activities for Thanksgiving and get some times then.
Yeah. Or just do it a little early, earlier in the week.
And for folks who don't have a capture setup, you don't need it. Just point your phone at your screen and shoot the replay or whatever. I mean, so it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be high production value. We just want to basically see, evidence of your racing,
your achievements,
your skills. We want to see your mad skills on the road, on the track.
All the mad skills, the kills. But yeah, definitely we encourage you to start with a fresh save file. Any cars allowed in the GP season to remember mode, but you start with the go-kart and need to work your way up to the Proto. If you want to complete the fastest car, the F200 isn't allowed for this category, but a prize will go to the first participant who unlocks it legitimately, which car is getting first in GP mode all the other cars. You are, however, allowed to use the F200 in the difficult Ace Driver category. We'll also have the fastest lap challenge with each week featuring a different course and car. Practice mode with drone cars off is recommended. We'll be kicking things off with a go-kart on Surfer Speedway Road and working our way to the more difficult Pacific Coast with the Proto car by the final week. And if you want a cool video that I may or may not have something to do with, along with Pandemonium, you should check out this Pandemonium's video on the VR to get motored up.
Yep.
I don't know if is that supposed to be a funny typo, or is that supposed to be a typo, or
VR virtual racing.
Yeah, VR.
It's in the title. It's redundant. See,
it is
virtual
VR.
racing VR. Right in the
racing
logo there.
VR. So
I highly recommend, if folks have a wheel, definitely give it a shot, especially with the go-karts. It's
I'm all set.
It's a lot.
He said that was on
fun.
purpose. Okay.
Yeah, I can't speak to everything. Every car is going to handle, great with the wheel, but definitely the go-karts are fun. So in that initial stage,
okay.
I don't know, maybe by the time you finish with the go-karts, you'll be such a pro at it that you'll be able to handle any vehicle with the wheel. But definitely, yeah. So give it a shot.
Yeah, get some wheels in it. I'm guessing it doesn't work with the 3D controller, right?
Like, it wouldn't be native, but would it have that kind of like wonky, like backwards support? I don't know, that kind of like backwards compatibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Like some companies had access to that code. Yeah, I don't know if they would have been one of the ones. It all depends on how late it came out, but I don't think it had like direct support for the 3D control pad.
Right, it wouldn't have, because this game came out like fall '95.
Like the D-pad works incredibly well. The regular D-pad works incredibly well for this game, so no worries there. You can definitely do really well at this game with just a regular D-pad. But I'm just saying, try the wheel if you have it, because it's actually kind of fun. And I don't say that about every game, but this is one of them.
Get your wheel game on.
Nice. All right. Well, I hope that everybody gives this game a spin for the challenge, if you will. It should be a lot of fun. Yeah. Whether you have played this game a ton or you haven't really given virtual racing much of a shot at all, really, that's the whole point of these community challenges, is to like play games that maybe a lot of people have not played a whole lot. These aren't like a Daytona and Virtua Fighter. Here, it's some of the lesser played ones, and it would make Random really happy, because this, again, is his favorite game, and I'm sure he'd love to see everybody grinding out some times. So
your time zone,
kind of like me with Sega Touring Car. That was yeah, but I mean, everybody ended up liking it so much, and I think that folks will feel the same way with this game. This game, pound for pound, like, it has so much content. That's the great thing about the Time Warner version. It really it may not be like 1-to-1 with the arcade, but it has so much extra content that it'll easily give us plenty to do over the course of a month. So yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, moving on, we do have a lot of other things to talk about. This is a big show. I would like to mention that signups are continuing for the NetLink tournament in Worldwide Soccer 98. We have a West Coast bracket, an East Coast bracket, and a Euro bracket. So wherever you are in the world, we probably will be able to fit you in somewhere, and you'll be able to play against people who live near you, at least for your first several matches. So yeah, hop into our Discord server and go over to the online tournaments channel and just tell them that you want to participate. And then once we get enough people, then we will get rolling. We're more than halfway to filling up our spots, and we're trying to get a 32-person tournament going, so should be fun.
32 on, boys.
Wow. How many people do we have currently on each bracket?
Right now,
Double Dime is in the chat. Or you got that info?
Right now, yeah, I have it. Right now we're at 5 out of 8 people for the West Coast. We're at 10 out of 16 for the East Coast, and we're at 4 out of 8 for the Euro bracket.
Nice. Okay, cool.
A little over halfway.
Okay.
That actually also reminds me, I just want to let people know that DST will be ending for our next show. So this is more for me reminding myself, because I will get here at 3 o'clock and be like, where's everybody? And then realize, it starts at 4, because Arizona does not celebrate DST. So for people that don't know, that California and Arizona will be out of sync. California will be an hour behind of us, I think. You'll basically
We're all
when
falling
it's,
behind. Yeah.
yeah, basically when
Right.
it's 3 o'clock here, it'll be 4 o'clock. It'll be 4 o'clock there, I think.
And what's funny is that like summertime in like Britain and maybe other European countries, I think, ends a week before the U.S. So like they're already on standard time right now.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like people in Europe might be tuning into the show tomorrow, I guess, when this goes up on YouTube, and they'll be like, "Where's the show?" And it's like they have to wait an extra hour because we're already on different time.
Yeah.
Right.
For people that listen to this audio, you have nothing to worry about. It'll still go up. I guess maybe it'll be affected because I usually make it go up on Monday at like 4 o'clock a.m. my time, so about 7 o'clock EST, I think. So
Okay.
it might be a little bit later, but it's still gonna go up on Monday. I try to get it out before everybody goes to work on for the US, so people can have something to listen to while they go to work. Usually before the
Nice.
usually at like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, sort of. So I try to time it. If people want it
Or
different,
they
let
can
me know.
start their workday with it if they sit at a computer.
Exactly. So I try to get it there. But yeah, the only other thing I want to talk about, I believe, is we asked people for the Halloween stuff, Halloween games.
Yeah.
See if they
So
played. This is it's cutting off a little bit on this post. If I
all
can,
this week
stuff on there.
we've been
we
talking
go.
about Halloween on Facebook and Blue Sky and Twitter. And yesterday we put out a post asking what the best Halloween game on the Saturn was that everybody liked to play, and we got a lot of good responses. A lot of people said what they liked, and I'd kind of thrown out a few examples on there of Saturn exclusive spooky games: House of the Dead, console exclusive, House of the Dead, Deep Fear, and of course I had to shout out Mr. Bones, which a few people did actually agree with. But yeah, we got a lot of responses. Stephanie Brownback said House of the Dead. Runner up is Resident Evil. Good choices. Qbert. These are on Blue Sky.
And Ludonautis said,
Ludonauts
and yes,
both said Enemy Zero. Yeah.
Baroque too.
Ramel
40K
said
Theory.
Baroque. That was a great choice.
Yeah. He also is a Patreon supporter of the show. Also a 40K fan. I'd like to get him on for a 40K thing,
Nice.
but we've been in talks. Hopefully we can get that sorted, but that's beyond the point. Hey, there's another Halloween game, Space Hulk. It's not like it's spooky. It's kind of like Halloweeny. So
sure.
Got a lot of House of the Dead defenders.
Yeah.
A lot of people talked about House of the Dead, which makes sense. I think I agree with them, even though it's a downgrade and has performance issues. I honestly think it's one of my favorite Halloween games.
Yeah.
Slow Coin says, does Prisoner of Ice count? I'm not sure actually.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I mean, if it counts for you, right?
Right.
You know,
counts for you. Then
we
it
did count Bug on our Halloween podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Bug 2.
Hey man, Evil Dead 2. It is a Halloween game. I play that.
Someone did point that out. I think on Facebook. I
play that game on Halloween because, especially, I'm not gonna like play some RPG that, or even I don't know, Enemy Zero or whatever. It's like can take several hours to complete it. But if I just want to sit down and play something on Halloween, it's fun to play like The Graveyard and Gex or Evil Dead 2 in
or you could do
2,
like D, because it's just going to be a couple hours long.
D is
right?
great. It's 2 hours locked. Yeah, that's a perfect one to maybe like play with friends. Just try to do it like watching a movie.
Moon Pie Dreams on Twitter said, "Love all these options, but for me, Mr. Bones is an easy choice. It's not scary, but it's just absolutely amazing. It has so much going for it. Heavily overlooked." What do you think of that, Pat?
I'm giving the X for no.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a big no from. I'm just joking. Yeah, it's a pretty good Halloween game. I mean, you could probably play something better than that, but
Dracula X.
It has its fans.
Nocturne of the Moonlight.
Yeah, play that one. Castlevania.
I mean, I
didn't see a lot of Castlevania. I didn't see a lot of Symphony on here. Really enough.
No, there's one or two people.
Symphony. Oh, maybe
it's a little longer game, but I mean, you could definitely play through the majority of it and get the Halloween vibes.
Did y'all see that Sega Lord X gave a response on our Facebook page?
Yeah. There it is. He said, you start with a dose of House of the Dead to set the mood. Then you play into the night with excellent Deep Fear. For those with the phobia of being underwater, Resident Evil or Nocturne in the Moonlight are more than acceptable alternatives. One of the only ones that
There you
said Castlevania. So shout out Sega Lord X with the killer opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's funny is Angel Martinez Cerecero said Swagman. That was a pretty good cut. That's a European game.
A very it's dreamy. There's also like there's also the take that you could play some bad games on Halloween, right? Like you could play The Crow. That's really scary. Or you could play like Frankenstein Through the Eyes of the Monster.
Oh,
that with Tim Curry. That's pretty scary too. It's trash, but it's B trash, and it's Peter did an excellent article about this, by the way, which
became trash.
Probably post.
Play trash it.
You could play a risque Halloween card game, Haunted Casino, where it's like it's a red label.
Casino.
And
that pinball machine, the pinball game, the anime one, I think is a horror one. No, well, I mean that one, I guess too. The anime one, I forgot the name of it was.
Oh, are you thinking of Monster Slider? No,
I think he is.
It was the pinball. That you're thinking of Heaven, the Tengoku. You're thinking of the Pinball Heaven or something like that.
Yeah, it was like that anime
like
one.
A Heaven and a Hell. Yeah, it's anime. Yeah,
kinda,
not
I
really
guess.
Halloween, but yeah, I mean, Monster Slider is a fun little puzzle game. A lot of it's a Japanese only. Monster Slider has like these cutesy little characters, like pre-rendered 3D anime
we should
characters.
Do a part 2 for a Halloween games.
Like a simple puzzle game, pretty fun. Of course, there's an 8-disc Hollywood Hellraiser in Phantasmagoria if you want to play a game with 8 discs.
For an 8 discs. That's one I'd probably recommend to Satiator.
Does have a translation. It was only released in Japan on the Saturn, but it got a translation and dub or whatever, by fans. So thanks.
Yeah, they got the PC stuff in there. Oh, speaking of bad games, on the Facebook page, Bjorn Tosto said Johnny Bazooka Tone is so bad it's creepy.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. That was funny.
And I would add to that Skeleton Warriors, which plays a lot similar to Johnny Bazooka
Warriors.
Tone. They're both like side-scrolling like walk-in guns, where you just like platforming and gunning things down. And honestly, the worst thing about them is just that they're so repetitive and kind of boring. Skeleton Warriors has it's dripping with like style and a good soundtrack, but it's kind of just like a lot of the same. After you've played the first level, you've pretty much played every level.
No.
But yeah, Resident Evil is a real good. How fast could you complete Resident Evil, Pat?
Me personally, or in general? I know that
you personally.
I know. It's honestly, I'm pretty bad at them. It takes me usually maybe a few hours. Resident Evil 2, I could probably.
But you could do
through.
It in a sitting. You could do Resident Evil in a sitting.
I can do 2 in a sitting.
In one evening.
It might take a little bit for one because I'm not as familiar with one 2 I can do in one sitting. I could do from start to finish without saving. And I've done it at cons. I've literally done it at cons before. I just beat the entirety of Resident Evil 2 in one sitting. It's pretty fun.
Jeez. Yeah. I liked this one on our Facebook group from Dan Bradford said Area 51 is a Halloween favorite of mine. I like Area 51. That is
it's a lot of fun.
It's aliens, but it's kind of scary. It's got a little bit of a spooky vibe, I guess. It's cool.
I think I mentioned this, but when Joe, Sega RPG fan, came down to San Diego, we completed that game in the arcade together.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
The only reason we completed it was because it was a free play. Because we died so much. I was like, if we were actually paying for this game, we would pay like, I don't know, $25 or each. We died so many times, but we just happened to go to this barcade on a night where it was free play. So all we had to do was buy beer, and that was a lot of fun. That was the first time in my life I can say I finished that game.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. But on your Saturn, you could probably just put in a code and play the whole thing.
Which
Lunacy, I'm gonna say Lunacy because I'm just a hopeless Lunacy fan. That I think D is a good.
Toriko.
Mansion of Hidden Souls is I have a soft spot for it, but I'm not going to recommend it.
Okay.
It's not for everybody.
What about you, Dan? Any Halloween recs from you? Just like a cute one or 2.
Yeah, I love Cotton 2. I know it's a cute 'em up, but it's got a very good Halloween vibe to it.
It counts.
Especially the first level, you got the spooky moon in the background. Sure. I mean, all through the game, you're fighting flying skulls and just like creepy enemies and stuff. So yeah, I think that's a good Halloween game. Also, Vampire Savior and Darkstalkers, Night Warriors.
I mean, best Saturn, not
seriously.
silver.
Darkstalkers 2, basically.
absolutely.
Right? Yeah, the two Darkstalkers games, basically.
Actually, I'm really surprised that didn't make it onto Peter's list. Like, I thought he got every game on this list, but yeah, Darkstalkers is a
very Halloweeny game. I do want to also call out on the Facebook group, Sasha Riedel. I had a couple of like more Japanese recommendations.
Right.
Gakko no Kawai Uasa, Hanako-san ga Kita.
Hanako, yeah, that one's cool.
And-
that one I actually really I want to play. That one's fun.
Oh, yeah.
The Japanese is not, it's not that hard. It's like pretty easy. It's a kid's game. Yeah, you're going through this school. It's kind of like a Myst style point and click.
Oh yeah,
find clues and stuff
about
like that. It's anime. Yeah, Pat and I talked about it in our Mansion Mystery
video
episode. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a cool one. It's a cool one. I think that like you might really enjoy it, Dan. You know enough Japanese to probably get your way through it, and it's simple stuff. It's like made for kids, and it was based on a TV show. In Japan. So. But yeah, it's got a vibe. It does have a vibe. Cool. Like this animated kind of dark school corridors and there's like little ghosts here and there, and you kind of have to help the ghosts basically.
No.
They want things, or they have trouble, and you have to kind of release them from whatever problems they have.
What about Horror Tour? Sasha Riedel also recommended Horror Tour.
Yeah.
You know anything about that one?
Yes, it is another Myst type that has a really steep. It's much more steep on the language curve. Well, it's basically it's going to be one of those games that's best on DOS. You could just play it on DOS. It might have even gotten an English version somewhere else, but on Saturn, it's like I tried playing it, and it's a postage stamp, like like there's a big border.
Yeah.
But it was called Zeta's Zeta's something of Sheol or something like that. But anyway, horror. They renamed it Horror Tour, and it's cool. It's cool looking, but yeah, I can't figure out what to do in it because I'm not that advanced at Japanese yet.
Okay.
We'll see. What do you think of a Necronomicon though for an entry? Like, do you think that applies, Necronomicon?
I would.
The pinball game?
Yeah, the pinball game.
Yeah, I would say. Why not?
It's got some kind of like, it's got some, brooding music and stuff like that. And it's kind of.
I think it would be a vibe to play on Halloween night.
It's got the cult of tables called the Cult of the Bloody Tongue,
Right.
And so, it's kind of.
The intro cinematic.
Right.
It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Really good.
There are a ton. There are actually a ton of like very Japanese games that would probably.
And we forgot some that
apply.
We did forget some that Shadow Mask, Casper, Corpse Killer, Crypt Killer. I probably recommend playing none of them, but I mean, there's still Halloween games that are. I think Crypt Killer is decent.
Crypt Killer is not decent.
I mean, I'd rather play that over the Corpse Killer. I played Corpse Killer, and I think I'd rather play
Corpse Killer Graveyard Edition. Corpse Killer Graveyard Edition is just, like B-movie jank, and then Crypt Killer is like, I don't know, that's kind of on the same scale as like what's the game that Nick loves so much?
Death Crimson.
Death Crimson, right? So
that's another one too.
Right.
I mean, so at least he uses a gun, the light gun.
So Death Crimson is so bad that it's good again, but with Crypt Killer, I think it's just so bad, but it's not quite good again.
It's so bad, it's bad.
Okay.
Try it, and you'll see what I mean. Like
Double Dime likes it.
Janky. Double Dime likes it.
Is awesome.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Okay, well, maybe we should. Maybe I
should visit there.
Go. But the last I tried, it was.
Brain goes. Peter's gonna hop on a plane and fight Dave. Oh no.
Peter. Yeah, I think Peter did say it was one of those ones that he likes.
I mean, he also likes Congo, so he has.
What other game did you mention? He does like Congo. I like Congo.
I said Corpse Killer.
Corpse Killer. No, you said another one too. There was another one.
Casper.
Casper's legit. Casper is a vibe. That game's fun. It's not scary, but it is fun. And if you watched the movie, when you were a kid and stuff, actually the game itself is really fun. It's like one of those, you're just kind of like wandering around a mansion, solving puzzles, unlocking secret trap doors and stuff like that, and getting in and try to like grab these puzzle pieces and put together stuff. So it's kind of a slow pace like thinking game, but I mean it is you're a ghost and you're in an old mansion and stuff like that, so it is kind of fun, you know. I reckon there's a map online, like a really big map that folks will find helpful, because the mansion is very big and some of the rooms look the same, and after a while it helps to have a map. That's all I recommend, is that if folks play Casper, they download the map.
Sounds good.
Fair enough.
All right, we probably should hop into our first news articles.
Yeah, let's do it.
Quite a bit.
Let's move along. We have four. We have 4 things to talk about today.
Okay. Starting with
Destruction Derby 2.
Destruction Derby. If you're a
Saturn
British
prototype.
Destruction Derby.
Derby, mate. Derby, mate.
Derby.
I think I just
Like
Derby, mate. Derby, mate.
Derby.
I think I just pissed off all our Australian and British fans, so sorry about that.
So sorry to everyone. So yeah, a playable prototype of the Saturn version of Destruction Derby 2 is out now, and you can download it from the thread that was posted to Sega Extreme Sunday night by VBT. VBT headed up a group of people in the community, including Bobales, Ndiddy, Frogbull, Tangara, Fafling, Wesker, Cerbero, Pinchy, and VBT himself. They all apparently they're kind of mum's the word on this stuff, but they seem to have pitched in money to buy this prototype off of an unknown seller who is selling this prototype, and they released it. They dumped it and released it for everyone to try out and play on their own. So very cool. Yeah, I've got a little.
I don't think we were notified of the. I don't think we were ever notified of them doing that. If we know, we probably would have kicked in some money for the the group buy of it.
Mm-hmm.
But to our knowledge, I think it was under mum's the word. Maybe they wanted to keep it under wraps.
Yeah.
I think we would have all kicked in money. It might have been like a Sega Extreme thing, but I think and we'll talk later on the article about that, but about something else that they're looking into. But basically, this was originally gonna be on Saturn, but I guess they thought the performance of the first one was bad, so they decided not to have this one on Saturn. Sega was like, no, I think, right? Or the publisher, I believe. I think it was, right?
The machine performance or the sales performance?
I think a little bit of both. I think maybe it might have
both, because it wasn't even released in the U.S. So.
This wasn't even the first one was even released in the US?
It wasn't even released. Yeah, it was only in PAL territories.
That's nuts.
Which I'm jealous. I mean, I've played it. You know, it's decent. I played it on both PlayStation and Saturn. It plays better on PlayStation, if I'm being honest. But you know, then again, it doesn't play that great on PlayStation either. So it's just, you know, you're driving around wrecking cars, driving backwards, smashing into stuff. You know, and this is like this is kind of like the racing version. The one that we're watching right now is just like the racing track.
Yeah, but the second one did get a release on PlayStation 1, right?
Yes.
And
on PC. They came out in October of '96 in the US and early 1997 in PAL territories in Japan. And they planned to do a Saturn port for later in 1997, but it just got canceled, possibly because the publisher that had picked it up was just decided to pull out of the market, like a lot of publishers did in 1997 for the Saturn. So that may be why we did not get it. But yeah, they played it a little bit. Or they developed a little bit.
Wasn't Destruction Derby Psygnosis?
Yes. So it was. Psygnosis sort of was in charge of it, but like a different developer actually, they sort of like published it for this other developer. Reflections Interactive actually developed Destruction Derby.
Well, see, I'm just wondering, because did Psygnosis own the IP? Because they had a deal. They had a deal with Sony, where Sony like bought a bunch of they bought like the SNASM or what. I don't know. Sony bought the development kits or something like that with Psygnosis, and then so Psygnosis just started like exclusively doing stuff for Sony, you know, kind of as a, I don't know, you know, favoritism basically. I can't speak definitively on it, but again, as a Saturn fan with a chip on my shoulder, it's one of those things we're all keenly aware of, is that there was a moment where Psygnosis just decided to kind of abandon the Saturn, you know.
Yeah.
Can't entirely blame them though.
Nope.
So
you can't.
this delving into this prototype a little bit, there's two different discs to it. The first disc is really just the menu, the main menu system, and it also includes an opening cinematic, but it's not the one that actually shipped with Destruction Derby 2 at retail. It's instead the opening cinematic to Die Hard 1 from the Die Hard trilogy game.
Yeah, I was wondering why there was
odd.
Nakatomi Tower on the
Yeah.
on the menu. That was kind of interesting. I guess they wanted a placeholder until they got the actual one in there, because the game what we saw wasn't very finished in a way.
Right. Yeah, this is totally just a placeholder because this game was being ported to the Saturn by Probe Entertainment. And Probe Entertainment also ported Die Hard Trilogy to the Saturn. So it was just an asset they had available just to throw in there, I guess.
Yeah, because it's probably easier to replace the video once they get the actual one. It's like, okay, just put it as a placeholder until they get the regal video, and then good to go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the menu system is all there, but when you actually try to like select something to go play the game, it just restarts back at the top of the menu again. It does have music and sound effects, so there's that. It also has credits for the PlayStation version, so they didn't update the credits, which is kind of interesting. So that's the first.
Doesn't look very legible.
No, it also looks all scratched out. I don't know if that was intentional or what. But the second disc is the one where there's actual gameplay, and it just like boots right into the beginning of a race, and that's all there is just one race on the first track, the Pine Hills Raceway track. And as we could see in the video and on the screenshots, there are a lot of missing textures, or at least the textures are messed up. I have seen some people talk about this in Sega Stream a little bit, and they think that maybe just the texture coordinates are messed up, and it could maybe be fixed, because they were saying that they saw the textures for all of the cars in the game data. So maybe maybe people can put some work into making this a little bit of a better looking prototype. But it does have music and sound effects, and the damage system does work when your car hits stuff. Okay. But there are not other cars. It's just you on the track. There is a voice announcer who is talking about what you're doing as you're going around in the track. So there's a little bit there. There's something to play, but like it never really ends. There's no lap counter. There's not even a working speedometer. And eventually, if you crash one side of your car too much, which I showed off in my video, I started like going back and forth, hitting my car on the wall till I eventually died. It does show like a race end or whatever, like a logo with like a flat checkered flag. And then it just like soft locks. Like that's it. It's over. So there's unfortunately not a whole lot there.
Just reading the... Oh, go ahead.
I'm just happy that they're able to get this out, and at least we're able to buy this and we have it out there to play on Saturn. A lot of people are bitter that Destruction Derby 2 did not go on Saturn, but I'm happy that they actually finally did that. Were you gonna say, Dave? I was gonna cap it off.
Oh, I was just gonna say that the Wikipedia article on the game says the THQ, Psygnosis' North American distributor, had discontinued publishing for Saturn in #97. So
that's why we didn't get the, because I think they were
Destruction Derby 2. Yeah, the port was canceled before that, apparently.
Right.
But it was probably coming. You know, it was probably like, yeah, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, Sega America pretty much criticized it and probably didn't want it on there.
Well, they didn't want the first one.
That's the first one. But
I don't know why they didn't release the first one. I don't know why. I'm sure there's information out there.
Well,
but it's speculation on my part.
Yeah, they
didn't
said in the
look
article,
good compared to the PlayStation version.
Yeah, in a leaked internal document, Sega America said that they criticized the graphics performance compared to the PlayStation version. So never dropped the first one in America, so they probably didn't have really any reason to drop the second one either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe they didn't want, SOA didn't want to put games out that made the Saturn look weak compared to PlayStation, you know, so maybe that was part of it.
That's it. So this prototype seems to be the same one that was seen in a YouTube video that was uploaded back in 2011, which was that video said segasaturn.co.uk presents a video from Sega Freak, donated by forum regular Anthamia. The footage shows very early prototype build of Destruction Derby 2 conversion for Sega Saturn, developed by Probe and canceled in mid-1997. And what's interesting about that video is that underneath it, 8 years ago, was a comment from someone named Andy Lunn, who claimed to be the person who was programming this Saturn version. And he said that seeing the video brought back memories. Said, I was the programmer in this game for the Saturn conversion, and what's frustrating was that I actually got it 95% complete when it was completely canned. I kicked myself for not keeping a gold disc master. I can attest to how hard it was to get working from the PlayStation. Had to do lots of tricks to make it work on the Saturn hardware. So there is, there was more work done. This game was almost ready to be released at some point, and we unfortunately don't have that version of the game out there, but at least we have something.
And again, that difficulty was because they were trying to port from the PlayStation code, rather than just building it from the ground up,
Yeah.
That's why it was difficult. And again, it was a game like Psygnosis, like a lot of their games, having such close ties to Sony and PlayStation, like they really, made these games to work well on PlayStation. So that would have made it that much harder, just like the opposite when they tried to put Grandia on the PlayStation, a game that was made for Saturn.
So before we move on, we just want to thank the people that actually made this possible and contributed to buying this, which is Bo Bales, N Diddy, VBT, Frogbull, Tongara, Balfling, Wesker, Cerebro. I think that's
Cerebro or
Cerebro. I think it's
Cerbero.
Cerbero, Sabaro, Pinchy, and of course VBT.
Cerbero. I pronounce it Cerbero.
Cerbero. Yeah, Cerbero.
Yeah.
Fafling. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you all you guys for making this possible, and thank you for making a game not locked to somebody's collection. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right, so the next game is Soviet Strike. We'll try to go through these ones.
Under the Microscope.
Yeah, Under the Microscope by Bo Bales. Electric Arts famously refused to release games for the Sega Dreamcast, but they were pretty prolific on Saturn, surprisingly enough. And one of those games was Soviet Strike, which is a helicopter shooting game that appeared on PlayStation. He basically cracked through the password system for the game and revealed some new cheats. So as the manual says, for the maximum challenge, refrain from reading any further. So if you guys don't want to read cheats, don't read this. But for people listening, strap in and get ready for some cheat codes. So some passwords change your starting level, so they're all known right now. There's Morose, Kruz, I can't pronounce half of these. Verblud, Yadro, and Periwirt. I am not good at pronouncing. Sorry about that.
You're doing
great. These passwords. Other passwords give you cheat effects, such as the known that Freebie gives you an extra attempt, Titanic gives you unlimited armor, and Cold Pizza gives you unlimited fuel, etc. I don't know what the etc. is. Unlimited fuel, unlimited, I guess, everything else. I don't know what the etc. is in that. So it goes through a little bit of how he found the cheat codes in here. And the first new one he found was Zen, which disables all weapons. You can't attack, but neither can the enemy. So just a peaceful fly around. So it is what it is. Zen. Zen. Looking at some deer. I like that. The next one is Los Alamos, which gives you unlimited ammunition. Whenever one of your weapons runs out, it will magically be refilled. So that works. Low ammo or not. Deja Vu gives you unlimited attempts. If you're shot down, you'll respawn without having lost a life.
That's a useful one.
And then Sun Racer will give you unlimited fuel. This duplicates the Cold Pizza password's effect. So pretty much the same thing. Never Stop gives you unlimited ammo, fuel, and attempts. So it's like everything. And then Too Far Gone gives you unlimited ammo, fuel, and attempts. So it gives you the weapons power perfector and your previously known Gabriel password. So that might be the all-in-one.
Cool.
Yeah, but, pretty much sounds like it.
But the flag associated with the password, will I am tell, will I I am Tell, I guess, gets read when you're shooting at enemies.
William Tell.
William Tell. Will I am Tell. It looks
Will
like
I
You were
am
just making a
Tell.
funny reference to the singer. Like what?
I didn't. I thought it was. Hey, you know what? Black Eyed Peas were big back then, so I don't know. Maybe they were fans.
Yeah. Okay.
Will I am Tell or William
Or not.
So he doesn't know what it is. It might improve aim. The effect wasn't totally clear to him, but if you guys know what the effect is, definitely let us know.
Yeah, he's got a nice table at the end with all the Saturn passwords, so that's cool.
Submit that to Cheat Code Central and you're good to go. So thank you again, Bo, for all the info. Oh, Pat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soviet Strike Research.
Will I am Tell. Indeed. Thank you, Bo, again for these awesome passwords. And the only one that could tell would be Will I am. Fergie up next with the assist as well. So the next article is Galactic Attack. So this is the best of Saturn Gold. Do you want to talk about this, Dave?
Yeah.
Sure. Galactic Attack, excellent game. We had this up on like on K's like huge monitor at PRGE, and lots of folks were having fun with this. Remember, we actually had it in Tate. Like we had this like it was like a 50-inch screen or something like that turned on its side, in Tate.
Yeah.
With the
it definitely had us sweating.
Yeah, so
that's how Peter took all these screenshots for this article. They're all in Tate mode.
They're all in Tate. And I remember we had the Saturn Pro control, the Virtua Pro with the two sticks, so we could have two player. So it was a lot of fun. Acclaim. Once the darlings of American third-party publishing houses, they fell into disrepute in the mid-90s by increasingly releasing games that simply weren't the best of Saturn or best of any other console for that matter. But there were exceptions, and Taito's Galactic Attack, aka Layer Section in Japan and Ray Force in the arcades, is definitely a gem in the Acclaim rough. Galactic Attack is an overhead auto-scrolling shmup of the highest quality. The art style, music, and sound effects are all top-notch. The visuals deserve perhaps the most praise. Large, colorful sprites, tons of enemies on screen, and a fast-paced bullet hell environment means that your eyes will always be delighted, even if your poor thumbs aren't. The game is presented in both Saturn Arranged 4x3 and Arcade Original 3x4 Tate mode, satisfying both core Saturn gamers and arcade purists. Level design is superb. So level design is superb. With the reverse of the usual space shooter, you begin in outer space and gradually make your way deeper and deeper into the planet and confront the game's end boss. The game's acclaim, claim to fame.
Oh, Peter.
Very funny. Peter loves those puns. The game's claim to fame is that there are two layers to attack. See what I did there? Okay, but it's not funny when you tell people, Peter. The same layer that your ship flies in and the section below your vessel. So your regular shots can only hit enemies on your layer, whereas a crosshair in front of you can target layers beneath you with homing missiles, kind of like the Berserk attack in Panzer Dragoon. In practice, you can often target and destroy enemies in lower layers when they are less of a threat, and reduce the number of ships you have to fight when they come up to your layer. The game features 8 levels of intense shooting action and is for 1 or 2 players, sharing the game's measly 4 credits. It's tough, but in a good way. Strange that one of the system's best shmups should come to us courtesy of Acclaim, but here we are. Galactic Attack is most worthy of your time and is definitely a Best of Saturn Gold title, which I would definitely agree. I also love the second one, Layer Section 2, but that's done up in 3D.
I like Layer Section 2 a lot.
Layer Section 2 is great. It's arguably better on the PlayStation. I think visually it is better. It's a little chunky on the Saturn, It has that kind of... But I mean, again, if you really like the chunky kind of jaggy pixel 3D visuals, I mean, it still looks great on the Saturn. It just performs a little bit better on PlayStation.
And it has like 12 different names, like Galactic Attack, Layer Section,
I know, right?
Ray. Was it Ray?
Ray Force.
Ray Force.
So yeah, it's kind of like the original Gex and Gex Enter the Gecko. You got the 2D game and the 3D game, and they're both great, and they have their fans. You know, Galactic Attack is the first, and it's 2D top down, and then the second one is kind of like top down isometric, or kind of like at an angle down, and everything's 3D polygonal. But they're both great games, both expensive now, but you can put them on your ODE and just jam out. Good game.
Captain Haas says you have to play the PlayStation version in taint mode.
In taint mode.
Well,
yeah, I mean, again, it's the difference is kind of negligible. The Saturn version is still great. It just chugs a little bit in places. There are like some big frame slowdowns that you don't get on PlayStation.
Yeah. Either way, I think you'll be. Yeah, you're going to be into a great time whether you play it on PlayStation or Saturn. But I don't think the first one. Layer Section 1 wasn't on PlayStation, right?
Layer Section 1, I think, was as it was as the other under the other title. Ray Force is what I think it was on the PlayStation. And also, Sokyu Gurentai is kind of another game that's in the similar vein where it has like the homing thing going on. But I mean, different game. But I'm just saying, like, it's another 2D.
Oh yeah, Ray Force is the first one. Ray Crisis, I think, was the second one, right?
Ray Crisis. Okay, yeah.
I think
Prize Fighter, last one. I'm gonna have to drop off. Well, I don't know. Actually, we might get through this in time, but
we got 10 minutes.
Just letting folks know I got to drop off at like 4:15. So, Dan, you gonna take this one?
Sure. So yeah, Unlimited Run Games announced yesterday that a game called Prize Fighter Heavyweight Edition will be coming to the PS4 and the PS5 next year. And of course, that is Prize Fighter is a full motion video boxing game originally published by Digital Pictures on the Sega CD back in 1993. But what's interesting for our purposes as a Saturn show and a Saturn community is that the heavyweight edition of Prize Fighter, that was the subtitle that was given to what was going to be the Saturn port of Prize Fighter before it was canceled. It was supposed to come out in 1996, but then Digital Pictures hit hard financial times and canceled all their games, and then we just didn't hear from them again. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that they would choose to call this the heavyweight edition of Prize Fighter. We're not sure if it's going to like be a recreation of what we would have gotten on the Saturn. I mean, it probably wouldn't have been anything more than just higher quality video. I don't think they were going to add any gameplay elements or anything to it, but
they're going to make it less bad, but probably not.
Yeah, maybe. So it was we're watching here in the back as part of their presentation, their LRG3 presentation yesterday on YouTube. They showed like a trailer of this with a bunch of footage from what they're going to be releasing, and it looks really crisp. Certainly much better than the Sega CD original. So they clearly got like the original footage, and they have it. They have PlayStation buttons for prompts there instead of Sega ones, obviously.
I was quite impressed
it looks
by it.
Really nice. Yeah.
And then they also announced Scottie Pippen's Slam City. So if you are a fan of the lesser bowl from the 1998 Chicago Bowl champions, you could play a game with Scottie Pippen. And maybe you can throw a fit like he did during that season. But it's again really cool. I'm really happy that they're doing these. But there's a fun fact about the Saturn one. There actually is a leaked, I think they showed it on YouTube. There actually is unreleased footage that somebody uploaded of the gameplay, right? Up here.
Yes, 3 years ago, footage of a fully working build of Prize Fighter Heavyweight Edition for the Saturn surfaced on YouTube, which we did cover at the time. I think Pandemonium wrote that story. The uploader, Todd McHenry, said that he was not at liberty to make the build available for download, but such a build existing at all in people's hands may have led to Limited Run's announcement this week. That's my conjecture, but I think it makes sense. If somebody had a completed build, or as completed as it possibly could have been, of the Saturn version, then that means it could make it into the right hands to be, to end up being used to make these modern console versions. So yeah, that's cool.
There is a fun fact that Kay had a copy of Prize Fighter Championships, and he ripped it for Dawn. Whether it was back in 18 or 17 back then. Okay. And I believe, I don't quote me on this, but I believe there's some issues with it, whether I think it needed an extended, like a development kit or extensive RAM to run, or I think they couldn't get the build to rip correctly. So I'm not 100% sure. I've actually never tested it out. I think we do have a copy of it, but I have not tested that one out by K. I'm gonna get my Saturn up. I'll see if I can try it out myself. But and the thing is, I don't know if it's any different from the one that's being displayed here, like the one that that the uploader has. But that one that K has, I believe, does not work. But I will test it and I'll let you guys know. Again, if it does work, I guess we could figure something out. I don't know like exactly. I know there's a lot of issues. I don't want to step on limited run shoes in case they do something. So. But I'll test it out and I'll see. I can't make any promises. I don't even know if it works. I think the consensus, because I think Frank Cifaldi tried and it also didn't work. So it's interesting.
That person with the YouTube video a few years ago clearly had a working version somehow. So it might be a couple different ones floating around.
Yeah, so I'll try that. I can't make any promises. I'll see what can be done. I honestly probably would hold off and maybe I'll reach out to somebody at Limited Run Games if it does work and see if they're waiting, if they're going to do some special edition, like maybe they'll do like a thing of it. I don't want to step on any toes and I don't want to get sued because I don't like know like any of the rights holders, so I'd rather not get sued. So we'll figure that out. But I think one way or another, hopefully it gets released, because I think it's I mean, I wouldn't say it's a great game, but it's a game that has prestige to it, so I think everyone should play it.
A piece of history. Yeah, it's notable.
What it's worth, just for what it's worth, I'm noticing that. So obviously the footage looks better on the release that they're doing, obviously, because there's a loud car, because they've obviously got access to like the raw original footage, right? But also, the gameplay itself, like the little indicators where you like punch the guy and gave him a black eye or something like that part looks better, and like the life bar, I guess you could say, of your opponent, that looks better on the Saturn version for what it's worth, in my opinion.
I don't know why they went with
this version is.
Maybe it might be like a placeholder thing.
Yeah, I don't know. But it looks cool on the Saturn.
Yeah, maybe they just couldn't get maybe they didn't have like the render of it, so they didn't want to do that. But either way, as long as it plays well, I'm happy that it's coming out. But
did you play the Saturn footage that was released a few years ago on stream? I missed it.
Dave was watching it. Yeah.
Okay, I missed it.
And I'm excited to obviously play it on Saturn, but I'm happy for all the folks who will be able to play the limited run version. Yeah, if they can get their hands on it. Yeah, so
right. I mean, it'll probably at the very least like go up digitally too, so you can just get the digital version and check it out.
That's true.
Maybe
that's true.
It wouldn't surprise me if they just release the new version. But like, why would you need the Saturn version? So.
But I mean, you get the physical so that you get the hamburger in it too, you know. So
right, yeah, you got to get your free LRG
a year
hamburger.
After it's released,
you got to get your lunch crumbs.
A year later.
That's Feelies right there.
Do we have anything else on the stand before you wrap up?
I know. I think that's it. You've definitely covered Prize Fighter enough for one evening.
Right.
Alrighty. All right. I think that's it for our show. So let me go get our Patreon.
We are black. We're just like black monoliths.
Yeah. I had to pull up the Patreon page. I didn't want people to look through our Patreon.
I have the
stuff.
Patreon up.
Oh, if you want to be, if you could read, that'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Okay.
$10 and up
play the
patrons. Yeah, play the music. I can't hear it, but play it.
It's playing.
Tell me when to go. Okay. To our $10 and up patrons, thank you so much for supporting the show. As always, we really appreciate all of you guys, and we'd like to read your names out live at the end of the show. We have A Murder of Crows. We have Anastasia Beaverhausen, which is a relatively... Oh, wait, that's just Orlando Guy. Okay, so we got Anastasia
just Orlando Guy. We're so glad Orlando Guy is
We are so glad you're back. We got Cerulean. We got Chad Clark.
We need all our guys.
Chris Piper. We got Daniel Fredrickson. Derek Pasquarella, A-Team. We got Emerald Nova. Evo42. Fat Drunk Friend Otaku. Gem Clash or Rank. Johannes Fetz, Lion Wing Publishing, Memphis. We got Normal Guy, Nutrageous, Paul Bort, who I think is in the chat with us in the insider chat. We got Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dinkt, Sega Steve, Shadow Mask, Stone Man, and Young Money Swee, or Jung Rhythm Swee.
Young Rhythm
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. Thank you for supporting SHIRO. Everybody else who supports us at any contribution level, we really appreciate you too.
Yeah.
Your name is in the credits. And then everybody else, just thank you for following SHIRO and join the Discord, which is the link is in the description of this video or podcast or whatever.
We got cool shirts.
You can buy a shirt. They're not on sale right now, but they might be over the weekend. So, I mean, you know.
Wait for the weekend.
Happy Halloween, Captain Hod. Happy Halloween to everybody. Thank you for the Patreon subscribers who showed up to watch the show today. I know it was kind of a weird setup. If you didn't like it, then blame me. It was my idea. And thank you to everyone who's that's fine. And thank you to everybody who watched the show in the future on Friday and going forward in the future, I guess. Happy Halloween to you. Today is the day for you guys. And thanks for listening to everybody listening to this on the podcast. That's even farther into the future. It's already November for you guys. So thank you, everyone, for showing up and enjoying the Saturn with us. We
remember,
appreciate
you
it.
must play Sega Saturn.
You must.
You must.